Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We're joined by Duke Clark, May River Pet Resort. This is a brand new business that's opening.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to be opening on September 14th. We're so excited. It's a brand new facility. It's a beautiful place.
Pet Resort sounds so wonderful.
It is. We're going to have TVs. We're going to have artificial grass. We're going to have music. We're going to have all types of cool interactive things for the dogs to play with, such as tennis balls and ropes and other cool things like that.
Oh, how fun. And so now in the same building is Lowcountry Vets?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That we are in partnership with a vet, and they will be our primary vet caregivers.
Yeah, primary referral to...
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yep, and they're going to be right next door with us.
That's so perfect to have right there. It really is. Okay, so Pet Resort, is that like doggy daycare or pet daycare? Is it just dogs? Tell us about it.
So we're going to have cats and dogs. We're going to have dog daycare. We're going to have grooming. We're also going to have overnight boarding as well, too, for as long as you need.
That's so important, knowing that. And you know, what's so cool is that I was recently rescued by a dog. I was recently rescued. I didn't rescue her. She rescued me.
It tends to happen a lot.
It really does. It does. And so I went a long period of time without a dog because it was so hard to get over the loss of my pet, you know? So going back into being a pet owner has been so wonderful because there was a certain part that I just had to like shut down. You know, I don't pay attention to like the dog toys anymore or any of those things. And so to revisit that, you know, so now it's like, so Pet Resort, yay. So what can somebody, do you have to like get a membership or is it just like pay as you go, or tell us about it?
So for doggy daycare, we will have a punch card system. So you can buy a select amount of days and we'll actually offer a discount. As many as you buy, you'll get a little bit of a discount. With boarding, we're going to be introducing a program like that, just not at first. But you can board your dog as little or as long as you want to. Doggy daycare starts about 7 o'clock in the morning and ends about 6 o'clock at night. So you can have your dog there for 2 hours while you go get your hair appointment, get your nails done, or have a business meeting. Or you can be there all day because they do like to make friends and they love to run around with each other.
And that's, you know, I'm actually like looking for a buddy for mine to romp around with. Like she needs somebody that because she's kind of she's big. And so I was kind of playing with the rope toy and like, or she's got some teeth on her, you know, and like when she's like getting into her thing, she needs another dog to kind of like do that with.
Absolutely.
How do you get them all comfortable with each other?
So working with dog behaviorists and working at local animal shelters before I started to actually build my own animal care facility, we learned a lot of things about how to introduce dogs with proper ways. Now, dogs are just like people, and there's not one dog the same as, you know, just like there's not one person that's the same as another person. And so there's a little bit different varieties. Now, we don't have enough time to go over all of those different techniques, but what we are looking for dogs are dogs that are comfortable around each other, have a great kind of like a personality, human nature, and they can get along with a big social group.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking for. And we're happy that a lot of dogs in this area love to go to dog parks, love to go to the beach, love to, you know, go out on the boat. And so that's what we're going to try to incorporate, a big social gathering for those dogs.
Absolutely. Now, for somebody whose dog might not have some of those great skills, right? I know Cesar Milan, like it's kind of my go-to as like, you know,
everybody loves
the pack leader, you know?
Absolutely.
So in being a pet owner, if your dog isn't really well socialized, do you have some ideas on how people could get their dog to become a better fit? Are there some dogs that just are not going to be allowed?
Unfortunately, there are some dogs that do suffer from extreme separation anxiety, and we do see that a lot, and that's very common. But there are some ways. You can actually have your dog in a caged daycare program, and we can be able to slowly introduce them into a larger group setting. Now, some dogs may not just be able to do that.
No,
Maybe
but people
just
need help with that.
Absolutely.
People,
and
like, how
we
do I
will
do
show
this?
people that. Yep.
You guys can be like the super nanny.
Absolutely.
Right? You guys are like the super nanny for dogs that are kind of getting started with that. But then you also offer this environment for dogs that are like ready to play.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. And cats.
And cats.
How do cats get along with each other? I was like, I don't get the cat thing. I really don't.
Cats are a lot harder to socialize.
From afar?
Cats are very more independent.
They're still super cool.
Yes, I love cats. Everybody loves cats. They're the best snuggle buddies in the world.
Not everybody loves cats.
Yeah.
Not everybody loves dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you work with cats?
That's true. How you work with cats? So cats, you do have to have a little bit smaller environment. You have to have a little bit quieter environment. They're going to be totally separated from the dogs.
I can't
so there's
imagine.
anything. There's no crossing going in between.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And so cats, they tend to like smaller groups. Some cats are very social. Some cats don't want to be a part of anything at all, and that's totally fine. We have their
so
their
funny,
cat
aren't they?
condos for them. They can climb up all through there all by themselves.
I
as
find
much
them
as they want.
hilarious.
So-
I really find cats hilarious.
Oh, the cat videos on Facebook are the best.
The best.
They're the best.
Like I can't have a cat, you know. I have an allergy thing going on, and you know, but they always make me laugh.
Yeah, they're good. They're awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So now this is something that. How did you fall into this? Like, so you understand the behavioral part of this, which is really cool, and you volunteered with rescue organizations.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
But your family also has like a family background of caregiving.
Yes, my parents started and run Lowcountry Day preschools in Bluffton, and we have learned that caring for someone's children is more or less the same thing as caring for somebody's dogs. They're both family members. They're both highly, what's the right word? Special in families' lives, and we want to be able to take what we've learned in the childcare business with the quality and the expectations that parents have and kind of translate that into the animal care business.
Because with both situation, the children and the pet, they are precious. They are some of
absolutely.
the most precious
the
things
most
for us.
important thing in a family.
Absolutely. So to know that there's, and you get to know each of them individually, don't you?
Absolutely. Yes.
And then having a safe place for boarding. What's your capability for size for boarding?
So we have different types of kennels, run from a little bit smaller kennels all the way up to our very luxury kennels that are going to have TVs and webcams and music and have a pretty big space for them to actually go inside and outside as they please. They'll have a small private fenced-in yard. And
amazing. May River Pet Resort. Go to Facebook. Search them on Facebook. Open house that's coming up September 12th. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
And thanks for being with us on Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Carrie Dillon, and we'll see you next time.